All right, everyone's wondering what's going on with the iPhone 20, the future mega phone that's supposed to come out on October 1st, 2028. That's the rumored release date for it. We're going to be discussing it. Should we be saving up? What's going on? Actually, don't save up. Invest your money right now. So hopefully by 2028, everyone can be rich off of cryptocurrency or whatever you're investing into. But guys, let's get into it with the iPhone 20. The thought process behind it is, since it is the 20, that signifies a big number, they're going to do it up really big and possibly create an iPhone without any buttons that's going to be fully translucent, and it's going to have a color changing back that is totally glass. That's the current idea surrounding it. You can take a look at it right there, iOS 19.9. You'd think they would round that up to iOS 20, but the idea is you're going to have the iPhone 20, the iPhone 20 Pro Max, and also maybe a variant where they make a bigger iPhone and it flips and closes, the iPhone Flip 20 or something like that, because that's always been rumored. And you would figure with the 20 being such a big number, they would really do something different. The iPhone 20 Max will feature a quad camera setup for the first time in iPhone history. The iPhone 20 could possibly also include wireless charging. We would expect the infinite battery life to come out sometime in the 2030s when it comes to that. Also, maybe some type of curved involved in the iPhone 20. But right now, my prediction on the iPhone 20, it will be fully see-through, fully translucent with a color changing back. Of course, you can put a case on it, but I'm guessing the clear cases are going to be all the rage because you are going to be able to change the colors of the back of your phone, which is really going to make it illuminate, or you could just leave it off. You have the option to do either or. And there's also the innovative idea, if they make the phone a little bit bigger, you can fit the AirPods into the side right behind where the camera is, and they're going to have possibly a quad cam setup. You're also going to have right next to the camera possibly a little digital time that tells you with the weather and other things like that. I don't know if they're going to go with the time there or possibly the little port to charge the AirPods, although honestly I don't think that's really needed. I like that they have the AirPods off of it separate. I mean, I guess in terms of accessibility, you could put them in there, but there's a big issue. They would have to I guess they could create a case where that area would be open so you don't have to keep taking off your case to get the AirPods out, things like that. But I do not think, although we don't know, maybe it'll be the iPhone 20, they'll come out with some. The idea is you make it bigger and you have the ability to flip it in half and close it. Android has something like it now. It's very hard to get the technology down to make it seem like it's one piece when it's open. That's the big problem. That's really why they haven't done anything like that. They've introduced all the different pluses, the Pro Maxes, the bigger iPhones, but people even want it larger than that. And that would be the idea of flipping it open, because when it's closed, it's condensed, and then the idea is you flip it open. You don't have to worry about putting it in your pocket when it's open. You can make it even larger. And when you're ready to put it away, you flip it closed, and it is very easy. Now, when it comes to the iPhone 15, we've got a leak on this. This is coming out this fall. I believe mid-September is the exact date of it. And apparently the price increases with the inflation, they've gotten the inflation down. It's about 3.5%, maybe 3.2%, I think was the last print. But you can see it will increase by $100 and $200 respectively. The iPhone 15 starting at $800. They use the little gimmick. They take it down $1 to try and trick you into thinking it's less. But no, that is $800 with taxes. It's probably around $900. The iPhone 15 Plus at $900, the iPhone 15 Pro at around $1,100, and then the Max, which is their most advanced iPhone 15, at around $1,300, and it will include a brand new side do-it-all button, apparently, as well. So When it comes to my strategy with buying iPhones, normally, like, I've never bought a new iPhone. That just tells you kind of my income level, right? You've got to buy, and it's kind of like that with all of us. We're all kind of stammering around in a big middle class pond trying to just get by, but you got all these rich people who are on this plan. They get the new phone every year. Honestly, I could never even do that, even if I was rich. I want to have a phone for 2 or 3 years. I don't like the idea of constantly switching. And of course, with iPhones, it's gotten to the point where they're barely even better. That's why I think the iPhone 20 symbolizes a new era, and they're going to go with a complete new design, and you're going to get kind of an interactive back possibly. Maybe it's fully translucent, maybe it's not, but it's going to be something futuristic for sure. Remember, this is in 5 years, so there's going to be a lot of innovation that goes into it. But $1,300, I mean, listen, who's paying that? No, you're better off investing that money than paying that. The idea is with the 15 coming out, it enables us to buy the 14 at a cheaper price. That's kind of the strategy I use. I have the iPhone 11 right now. It's honestly hard to tell which one I even have. Is it the Plus? It's certainly not the Max. I think I actually might have the iPhone 11 Plus. I'm not. It's hard to tell, but my battery life, you know how you can check that? It's down to about 82%. So I've had it for 3 or 4 years. I probably need a new iPhone in the future, but I could survive off of it for another year or two. Funny enough, I'm sure this has happened to other people. They auto-updated my iOS to the latest one, maybe iOS 15 or 16, and it completely slowed down my phone. It made Safari terrible. I'm sure if you're an iPhone user, we're all using Safari. No one uses Google Chrome. If you are using Google Chrome, you need to switch. On the iPhones, and also pretty much on any Apple tablet or phone, Safari is surprisingly the better search engine than Google Chrome. It is not close. If you're going to use an iMac, 100% Google Chrome is better. But if you're using an iPad or a iPhone, you're going to want to use Safari. And my Safari got completely slowed down. I used to love looking at the Apple weather app, and it's been just, it's all slow. It's hard to, interact with it. I wonder if it's because I have an older phone, but it's like, I could understand it if it was an 8 or a 9 or a 10 maybe, but because the 15 hasn't even come out, I've got the 11. Is it really that old to where it auto updates my iOS and it slows the phone down? It just doesn't really make much sense. But yeah, my phone has been slow due to an auto update, unfortunately. When it comes to the iPhone 20, I do think they are going to do something pretty crazy. It is coming out right before that would be the 2028 election. Normally, it's late September, early October. I think it'll probably be October 1st, 2028. The iPhone 20 comes out, and there'll be something crazy with it. This is just all speculation on what I think is going to be happening with Apple and their future development. But either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on X. Link to that's always in the description.